So my name is Matt Kuiper. I'm the owner of Method Search Consultants. Been in business for 8 years. We focus on recruiting in the ag space, agriculture in the upper Midwest mainly. The guys and gals who run the big spray rigs have had the huge 110-foot booms. They're spraying chemicals, fertilizers, pesticides on the crops. Those positions are huge. People not from the United States that are here on a visa, a short-term visa, they'll be here for 3, 4, 5 months, and then they'll have to go back to the country that they're coming from originally. So when they're spraying these chemicals and pesticides and fertilizers on these crops, it's very intricate. You have to be accurate, because if you aren't, what ends up happening is you get overspray. So you're spraying on the wrong part of your field or somebody else's field. That role isn't typically something that you're going to see for somebody there a long career. Usually it's a stepping stone, usually into that role, and then into the agronomy sales role, into management, into procurement, and some of those other roles within inside the retail and wholesale side of things. But that is kind of the entry level that you'd see a lot in the ag that I deal a lot with, but it's increasingly hard to find. There's a lot of that mid-management level positions that are open and opening all over the place because people are retiring and they don't have the people underneath to come and backfill it. So how do you fill that? You've got to do it internally. If you can't do it internally, you got to have somebody else from in the industry that has the experience, and there just aren't those people out there. So they're bringing people from other industries more into management on the ag side of things that don't necessarily have the ag background, but have the management skills. So that's kind of something unique I've been seeing recently, which is exciting because it's growth within the industry when you think about it, because you're bringing people outside the industry into ag, into management roles, and they're having to learn on the fly, but they're getting the job done. So precision agriculture as a whole is basically using technologies. It's a broad umbrella for technology within the ag space, but a general kind of idea, the way I look at it, using technology to map and grid out people's farms, right, and able to figure out what needs what where. You need more fertilizer in this section, you need more over here, you need this here. Utilizing that technology to apply the fertilizers and chemicals and the inputs that you're putting into the crop, and making it specifically targeted to an area, versus just spraying the same amount for every part of the field. Well, there's river bottoms, there's hilltops, there's other parts of the fields that are different. So you want to put the fertilizer and the chemicals down that are needed there, not just just a broad stroke. So it's really, precision is the word, and I think that's the best way to put it, because you're pinpointing what's needed for each section of that farm and each plant and all the stuff that's going in there, and you're utilizing technology to its best advantage to make sure that you get the best yield, you make sure it's the safest, and you're getting the best out of what you're putting down. Where this thing is going, agriculture-wise, more automated stuff, more AI, self-driving vehicles, using drones to spray, those kind of things. That stuff is all out there and it's coming, but is it going to be cost-effective? And is it going to be safe? And is it going to be something that the farmers are going to want to do? So the biggest push I see with growers is reluctancy towards change and reluctancy towards technology, because they've done it one way for their entire life, and their father or your family did that before that, their grandfather. You're bringing more people in the technological side, so you're getting innovations in people that don't necessarily have a ag background, that have a interest in some of these technologies that really helps and brings the ag world into a whole nother realm. It's bringing more people in, which is great. But essentially, the long term, what they need, it still needs people to be there working hard, running the equipment in the fields, working with the growers one-on-one. That is the key to ag, and that's what we really, really need. But the good thing is it's broadening here in the near future, and it's exciting.